Hey yo, BB. So I'm a little upset. So this is gonna be. I'm gonna have to make this a two-part a two-part video because yesterday morning, I came home and dropped off my dad for, at work, and I came home and I said, you know what? I'm bored. I'm awake. I want to do a video, and you know how most of my videos are stories. Oh, I tell you about something that happened in my life. Not so much maybe a story, just something about my life. And not that I've ran out of stories. I don't really know what to talk about quite yet because I haven't really thought about anything to say yet. Even though Halloween's coming, so I gotta start to kind of think about what to talk about Halloween. So, anyways, I figured, I've been watching a few videos on YouTube, and you know how I am when it comes to YouTube. YouTube is like my religion. I either watch Netflix or YouTube. And, when you don't have a job, you can't get a job. It's not that I don't want a job. I just can't. No one will accept me. I keep applying places and, anyways. You have a lot of time to watch movies and TV shows and do whatever it is. I still watch television, but very, very little, But anyways, there are a lot of videos I like to watch on YouTube, but one of the many favorite videos I like to watch is, I don't know if it's a particular name, but it's called an accent video, where people from a different state or even different country talk about their accent, about like how they talk or how they speak. Now I thought that those are pretty interesting videos, so I started filming one yesterday morning. Because I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and we all think that, oh, we don't have an accent. Our accent, we don't have one. But realistically, we do. It's not a very strong one, in my opinion, compared to like a Boston accent or like a New York accent, or maybe even like a Wisconsin accent or Minnesota or something. But like we do have an accent. I couldn't tell you like what to name the accent. I just know we for a fact that we have one. Um, I'm used to it, of course, so I don't ever hear my accent. Uh, Whenever we've gone on vacation, like to International Association of Firefighters conventions with my dad, because he belongs to IAFF, International Association of Firefighters. Uh, they're always like, "Oh, we could tell you from Chicago. Where are you from?" And we'll be like, "We're from Chicago," and they're like, "We could tell," and we're like, "Drop my phone." They're like, how do you know? And they're like, your accent. Sorry, my hair is not brushed. I literally just woke up. That's why I look like this, because I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning and I had Charlie horse and could not fall back asleep. So I did not have a good night's sleep. But anyways, um, some people can hear a Chicago accent or Illinois accent, and I don't really know how to explain like what it is. Like, some people like people from like Wisconsin can say, "Oh, well, we emphasize on our O's or odds." Or Boston, they kind of say like yard or car, or I'll have a water, kind of thing. And I don't really know how to explain like what an Illinois accent is, but apparently we have one. So anyways, I started filming and I took pictures on my tablet of, apparently there's words that you can say that can tell on video if you have an accent or not. And then there was like this sheet that had questions on it that you would ask, that it would ask, like, for example, and the questions, I don't want to say that they were stupid questions, but the way that they would ask questions, it wasn't very for example, like it said, I don't have it like right in front of me, but like the grammar wasn't the best. How they asked the exact question was a little like confusing. Like, for example, it said, what is the meaning of your name? Or like, why do your parents call you by your name? And it's like, well, I was like, that's just my name. That's just how they call me, So like, they were worded. The wording on it was bad, and they just didn't ask I mean, the question, I get what they meant, but like they could kind of ask it in a different way. Um, and there was like over 50 questions on that sheet, and I had to screenshot it because I don't know, I just wanted to be able to open my gallery. I didn't want to have to type it in Google again when I did the video. I wanted it to be, just all I have to do is open my pictures. So I will be taking another screenshot of that sheet because it was interesting questions to ask. It's like, for example, they said, well, what do you call the area where your family hangs out? And some people call it a front room. Some people like us, or me, call it a living room or family room. Even though we normally hang out in the living room. And some people call it a front room, apparently. I don't know. So you're probably thinking, well, some states have a couple different accents. Like, I don't know what states exactly, but I know, like, some states, if you're up north, they have, like, y'all accent. Or if you're, like, down south, it's, like, I don't know, like, up north, it's different than down south accent. And some states probably have it. Well, you can kind of tell where you're from in the state because of your accent. I don't know. I think Illinois, if anything, has one accent, and it's what I'm talking, I guess. I don't really know. It's like, I know we have one, but it's not like strong. It's not like very powerful, I guess. Now the other thing you gotta keep in mind with me is I have a speech impairment. Okay, so there's words that I can pronounce, but they're difficult for me to pronounce. And there's words that I cannot absolutely, I swear, I cannot pronounce. Like, I don't know the words off the bat. But like, there are times where I go to say a word and I just can't get it out. I just physically, mentally can't. Hang on a second, I gotta read this text. No. Okay. I lost my duty boots. I don't know what happened to my duty boots because they went missing last week, and I don't know what happened to them. So I have to find them. I'll try to go out and buy a new pair because those are definitely something I need. But anyways, what's I saying? My speech impairment. So I have like I said, my speech impairment. There are words I absolutely just cannot pronounce, and I can't tell you what they are off the bat because I only know when I cannot pronounce them when I say it. And there's some words that I can pronounce, but there's some words that are a little, hard to understand. Like, for example, I can't really pronounce my R's, my Z's, like when I say zebra, or, anyways, I try to avoid, like, for example, the zoo. See, I cannot pronounce the place you go with where you go and you look at the animals, and you can see monkeys and zebras and elephants and tigers. The place where like Brookfield, like I cannot pronounce that word because if I say that word, it sounds like I'm saying Jew, and I'm not saying Jew because I wouldn't say a word like that because it's disrespectful for someone like me to say that. It's not something I would say. I would say, oh, no, not you're a Jew. I wouldn't say that. I would say, oh, you're Jewish. Okay, cool. I like baklava. Not baklava. Baklava is Greek. I'm confusing myself even, It's like, oh, Hanukkah. I would love to celebrate Hanukkah because you get presents every day, compared to Christmas where it's just once a year, So when I'm talking about the place where you go and you see the animals, I just say it's the place you go and see the animals. You know, you can see tigers and monkeys and baboons and pandas and zebras and alligators and snakes and a lot. You just see a lot, and you get that plastic stuff that smells. Anyways, so with my speech impairment, it is also hard to understand me sometimes. Not a lot, but sometimes. I've gotten better over the years as I gotten older. But there's still sometimes where people are like, "What do you say? What? What the hell you say?" You know. For example, when I've gone on a couple police ride-alongs, I've actually had a few officers ask where I'm from, and I'm like, "I'm from Chicago." You know, I just say I'm from Chicago. And they're like, "Oh, you sound like you," like, I swear, it's one officer, I can't remember where this was at, but I've had like 1 or 2 officers ask, "Are you from Australia?" And I'm like, "Australia?" And they're like, "Yeah, you sound like you're from Australia." And I'm like, "No." I said, I'm from, technically, Elk Grove. If you want to be specific, I was born in Elk Grove, and I was raised in Streamwood. At the time, my doctor that delivered me was in Elk Grove. He was originally out of Hoffman Estates, but at the time he was out of Elk Grove Village, and my mom wanted to have that doctor, so we went to Elk Grove to get delivered. Well, they went to Elk Grove. But I tell people I'm born and raised in Chicago. Even though some people would get mad. Like, I have a friend that was actually born and raised in Chicago. And me and my girlfriend were talking to him about it, and he's like, "You guys aren't from Chicago. We're from Streamwood." And we're like, "No, we're from Chicago." And he's like, "But you're not. You weren't born." And, like, he was getting, like, angry at us, because obviously we're friends with him and stuff. But, like, you could kind of tell he was getting irritated, because it's like, I don't know, I guess that sometimes defends people. I don't know, but, anyways. So, it was fun. You know, it was fun doing this, this video. Anyways, I've had a couple officers ask me if I'm from, like, California. I think I've had, like, Boston. I don't know. And I go home and tell my mom, and they're like, I said, "Mom," I said, "some of these officers think I'm from another state, another country even." And she's like, "It could be because of your speech impairment, you know, because of some words you pronounce." And it's like, "Oh, that could be it." So, anyway, so this is the second part is going to be the way that I pronounce them, and particularly how I pronounce them. Not so much how my mom may pronounce them, because, for example, the word aunt, I've heard my mom say aunt and aunt, so I don't really know. It's just how I pronounce them. There are some words like, for example, pecan. I say pecan. Some people say pecan. I say pecan. Pecan pie. I love pecan pie during Thanksgiving. Oh, caramel or camel. I call it caramel. There are some words out there, like, for example, pop. I call it either pop or soda. It depends on where I'm at. If I'm at home, I call it pop. If I'm at a friend's, I may call it like a Coke. Or if I'm at a restaurant, I may say, "Hey, I have a Coke." You know, it just depends. I've called it both. I've called it Coke. I've called it soda. I've called it pop. So there's words in there that are like, well, I've called it kind of every word that there's to call it, I guess. I don't know. I'll point those words out if I see them. But it was really fun filming this video. Like, I had fun filming it. And I was getting into it. You know, I was getting detailed into it. You know, I was really I was really having fun. I was really trying my best at it. And then the part goes where I tried to upload it. And it said, "Failed to record." And I'm like, wait, huh? What do you mean failed to record? So I go to my gallery, because right now I'm filming off my camera. Yesterday I filmed off of YouTube, and Because I have two ways I can film. I can either go to my camera and film. I could go to the app itself and film on YouTube. And this has happened millions of times. A couple times where I've gone and I filmed a video and it failed to like film or failed to upload or something. You know, so I go to upload my video and it said failed to upload or something happened where the video didn't tape or something. I was like, you're telling me that I said I spent an hour and a half. Now you're probably thinking an hour and a half, girl. What? But I was explaining my story about where I was from, where I was born, my speech impairment, how I talk, and kind of stuff like I'm doing now. So I said, it took me a little bit to actually get to talking and saying the words. So I got mad. I was mad. Because I was like, that took a lot of time to do. You know. So I figured, you know what? Whatever. I'll go back to bed. And then I said, I will film it again tomorrow morning like I'm doing now. But I'll do it in a two-parter to be safe. So my family, because I only got a few more minutes to film. My family is, my ancestors, are from everywhere. I'm a mutt. So I am, on my mom's side, I am Irish. No, sorry. On my mom's side, I am Scottish, German, Welsh, and I believe that's it on my mom's side. German, Scottish, and Welsh. On my dad's side, I am Italian and Irish. I technically have family in Australia, but she is like a third cousin, like second removed. She's family, but I've never met her. I don't really know. I think I met her once, actually, and I barely got to talk to her. It was actually recently that I got to meet her, and I don't know why I never got to talk to her too much for some reason. I don't know. But she's from Australia. I don't know if she's from Australia or if she moved to Australia. I don't know. I just recently found out like a year or two ago that we had family in Australia, and I was like, wait, what? Because I love Australia. I love Vegemite. I love David Lyons, Jason Clarke, Chris Hemsworth, Hugh Jackman. Keith Urban is not Australian. Keith Urban is from New Zealand. And wait, New Zealand? No, hang on. God. There's Australia and there is the other country. And a lot of people think that's Australia, but it's not Australia. It's next to it. It's very similar. I don't think it's New Zealand. What is that? He's from can't remember the country. And some reason I'm going blank. Is it New Zealand? I was like, I would look on my phone, but I don't have it with me right now. My tablet. Anyways, he's from the country next to Australia. I don't know if it's New Zealand or not. I don't know why I said New Zealand. If it is New Zealand, it's New Zealand. If not, it's it's a country that's similar to Australia, I guess. But anyways. So I'm a mutt. My family's from all over. Apparently, my parents took the DNA test, and I never saw the results of the DNA test. I actually have to ask my sister if she has them, or who has the results, because I would like to see them. And apparently, my mom said that we have Greek, and my dad's side has Greek. It's like, well, and it explains why I like baklava and why I like the movie Mamma Mia so much. And a wee bit of Egyptian. I was like, Egyptian? Wait, what? And I'm trying to say anything bad about the Egyptians, obviously, because I'm not that type of person. But I'm like, I don't know. I never saw the results. And I'm sure if it's Egyptian and Greek, it's like probably like 1%, 5%, not even. So anyways, it's weird. Every now and then, I don't know what words it is that I'll say, but every once in a very, very blue moon, and I emphasize blue moon because it happens every so once in a blue moon. Every now and then I'll say a word, and I can't tell you what word it is, but every now and then I'll say a word, and it will come out like an Irish saying accent. Like, I don't speak Irish. Irish has its own language that I don't know how to speak Irish, to be honest. I know little German, and I know little Spanish, and I know little Italian, but barely. I don't know any words in Irish besides Ireland, St. Patrick's Day, and corned beef. But like every now and then, I'll kind of come out with like an accent. Like, I'll say a word, and my sister or my mom would look at me and she'll be like, "It sounded like you were Irish," or something. Like, I'll like emphasize it. Like, I can't do it now because I'm thinking about it, but like every now and then it will come out like emphasize, like with an expression. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a word because I don't know what words I've said before that it came out like that. I don't know if you know what I mean, but like, it's like if I'm talking like in the Boston accent, like, "Oh, we're gonna go in a car, but the car's parked in the yard." You know how I say that? But I say it with like a... had to kill a bug. I'll clean it up later, but like, when I say car, we gotta go in a car, because we're going, but the car's in the yard. We go to the park. And when we go to the park, we're gonna have barbecue or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Every now and then it'll come out like I'm Irish. And I'll be like, "Whoa, I even noticed it." I'm like, "Where the heck did that come from?" So, doesn't happen a lot. Doesn't happen a lot. And I cannot tell you what words it is, but it just happens once in a very blue moon. And maybe by chance you might see it on the blog. Then it might come out like that. I don't know. But, maybe it's crazy. So anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna upload some more words to say. I had a lot, but I'm gonna trying to find more to say because it was actually fun to do. But I'm gonna upload this part 1, and then part 2 will be me actually saying them. Keep in mind, that's how I say them. Someone from Illinois may have I'm pretty sure Illinois has one accent, but who am I to know? But that's just how I say it. That's why I will say this is me and not we. Well, we say it this way. I will be like, I say it this way. Because someone else in my family from Illinois may say it a different way. And it's Illinois, not Illinois. You don't pronounce the S. People irritate me. And it's Chicago, not Chicago. "Oh, you're from Chicago." Chicago. It's Chicago. Okay? It's that simple. Chicago. Not Chicago. Oh, Chicago. It's Chicago. And if I say it too much, then I'll start to confuse myself. So anyways, let's do this. Talk to you later. Bye.